Hi everybody, welcome to Chalking with me. I am Brenda and I am representing Chalkateur. I'm going to do a nice little project here tonight with you, and I am going to be here to answer any questions you may have. So before I start, I want to give everybody a few minutes to pop in. So let me know if you're here live by saying hello in the comments, and if you're watching the replay, please type in replay in the comments below. So I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to come on, and I'm going to bring this up on my tablet so that way I can see any comments as they appear. I'd also like to know where everybody is from tonight, so let me know where in Canada you are from. Tablet's just being a little slow here. I apologize. And don't forget to comment below and let me know that you're here. So tonight I'm going to do a little project, Kind Words Are Like Honey, and it's on one of our reusable surfaces. Well, I can't bring it up, so hopefully somebody is watching with me, but I'm going to go ahead. So don't forget to comment if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay and just say hello. So this is one of the lovely little transfers that I'm using tonight. So I'm going to talk about our transfers a little bit, and I'm going to talk about our surface that I'm using tonight. And don't forget to give me some hearts if you have used Chalkateur before, and give a lot of likes or hugs if you want to know more. So what I'm doing is because this is a brand new transfer, I'm just going to mark on the back that it's Kind Words Are Like Honey. Because sometimes I create a lot of projects at once, and sometimes my backers get a little mixed up, and this just makes it so much easier to put my backers back on when I'm done washing my transfers. So all I did is I just wrote on the back. So Chalkateur is an amazing company, and we specialize in DIY projects that you can design, love, and repeat. So when you get bored of a design or you're changing the colors up in your color scheme at home, you can just wash it off and redesign. And our transfers are also reusable. They created these amazing vinyl transfers that do have a silk screen in them. I'm just going to peel that backer off. I'm going to get a little close up here to see if you can see that little silk screen that's in there. I don't know if you can see, but there is a nice actual silk screen that's in there, and it is very sticky. You just want to make sure that you don't get it stuck onto itself. So it is very sticky. So what I'm going to do to take some of that stick off is I'm going to put my towel down or a fuzzing cloth, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that lint just to help that transfer not get overly stuck on any surface that I'm using. So I am from Northern Ontario. I'm from Timmins, and we've had some beautiful weather the last week or so, but it started to cool down a little bit, and we are expecting some snow tonight. So I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm hoping that you guys are somewhere where it's a little warmer. All right, I think that's good. So I'm just gonna put my towel off to the side. I'm gonna use that after when it's time to clean up my transfers. And I'm just going to center my transfer onto my surface here. I have my husband looking at me through my door of my craft room, and he's going to make me stumble on my words, make me a little nervous. But that's okay. You might be feeling a little bit lonely. So I'm just trying to center it. And I'm going to smooth it out. So what I'm using is one of our Grayson boards. I believe they're still available in the black. This was available at one time. It's been retired. This is our white framed Grayson, and it's a B-size surface. And it's got our black signature chalkboard surface, which is amazing to work with, very forgiving. If you make a mistake, it's easy. You just wipe it off and you just start over. Or if it's nothing too bad, you can just take a little bamboo skewer and we'll clean that up after, just in case I make a mistake. So now, what I'm going to use. Hi, Leanne. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm using a couple of shimmers tonight. I'm using our Shimmer Harvest, which again is a retired color. It was a En Vogue color that we brought out in the fall. And this one is just a little bit thick, so I'm going to add some distilled water to it. We want the chalk paste to be about the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. That way it goes through the silk screen nicely, and it sticks to your surface how you want it to. The paste dries fairly quickly, so we want to work fairly speedy. We don't want to take too long. So I'm just getting all my paste prepped, make sure they're nice and smooth. A month or two ago, head office was working, or for the past little while, they were working with a company to make sure our paste was perfect for us. And they finally reformulated it, so it is always nice and smooth and creamy and dreamy. They went through a little hiccup when they increased our batch sizes. They went through a little hiccup where it wasn't coming out so nice, but they aced it. Now it's perfect. And this is my Shimmer Gold. And again, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to that. There we go. So we're ready to go. I'm just going to grab a couple of squeegees here. So what I'm using tonight is our small squeegee. And I'm using our mini squeegee. And I do have a couple that I have cut down because there's a couple of small areas on the transfer. So I just cut it down with some scissors, and that'll get into the smaller nooks and crannies of the transfer. All right. So again, they design the company so we can create and recreate, and especially it's great for people who are living in a small area, small apartment, not a lot of room for storage. So you just pick one beautiful frame that you love, and you can change out the decor with your seasons and different holidays, and just change it up and just have a lot of fun. Change your color. You can go bright and bold one day. You can calm it down and go nice and neutral others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top of my project, and I'm going to work my way down. And as I go from color to color, I am going to peel up the transfer a little bit, and that will make sure that my chalk paste does not dry on my transfer. So when I lift it up, the chalk paste does stick to my board as opposed to sticking to the silk screen. So what colors are we going to do here? I think I'm going to go with some of the shimmer gold on the top here. So you just load up your squeegee. Not a whole lot because a little chalk paste goes such a long way. We're just creating a very, very thin layer on the surface. I don't know if we can see this here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that shimmer gold onto the top part of the design, making sure that I don't go into other areas of the transfer that I don't want the gold in. And then I'm going to scrape off the excess and put it back in my jar. We don't waste, we don't waste. Like I said, a little goes such a long way. And I'm going to get as much of that off as I possibly can. You want to see your design through your paste. So I'm just going to peel back my transfer a little bit. And because it is a silk screen and vinyl, you'll always want to go from straight edge to straight edge. Otherwise, you may risk stretching out the transfer. And once it stretches, it kind of creates little buckles, and then it doesn't stick to your surface as good, so you might get a little bit of bleed of your chalk paste underneath. So that's why we take the fuzzing cloth at the very beginning and take some of that stick off so it doesn't stretch out when we pull it back up. So now I'm going to dip my squeegee in some bright white paste. And again, just a little bit. And I'm going to go over the words, kind words are like. So do we have any crafters in the house tonight? If you do, let me know what kind of crafts that you already enjoy doing. Especially during this lockdown, we all need something to pass our time. Otherwise, we get bored husbands that come and be nosy. This is my little retreat here. I work in grocery, so I haven't had time off throughout the pandemic. I am so glad that I am able to work through it. As much as sometimes I wish I could work from home, I'm glad I can work out of the home. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the extra white. The new chalk paste don't take quite, they don't dry as quickly as the older formula, so we get a little bit extra working time with it. I'm going to peel that off. So you can see that we don't use much paste at all in our designs. Gently, and these little lines here, I think I'm going to go in with the shimmer gold again. I'll try popping up and checking comments as I'm going. And if I don't see your question during our live tonight, I will answer as soon as we finish the video here tonight, and I will answer them either in a private message or in your comment. Okay, I'm going to peel that up and lay it back down. Just smoothing my transfer back down, making sure that I'm not leaving any air pockets for the chalk paste to bleed underneath. How do I clean the transfer after? The transfers are so easy to clean. Because our chalk paste is all water-based and it's non-toxic, all we need is, I use just a spray bottle and my fuzzing cloth or my towel, and I just spray it down and I just rinse it off. But I will show at the end exactly how to clean the transfer. Hi Kelly, how are you? I know, this is one of my favorite transfers. I've been dying to use it. I can't believe it took me this long to get at it, so I'm finally doing it and I'm so excited. So I'm going in with the Shimmer Harvest, just because I think that looks a lot like honey. So I don't know if you can see the shimmer or just the glare from my light. So we're going to add the Shimmer Harvest. I have some transfers that I have used probably about 20 times, like my welcome sign transfers and my gathering place. Like I said, I must have used them about 20 times and they're still going strong. They've lost a little bit of the stickiness. So what I do when they start losing their stickiness is I just work from one side to the next. That way, if it does move a little bit, it's always the one direction and I'm not going back. And again, removing all that excess and popping it back into the jar. Oh, I love it. So there's a little bumblebee here. I'm just going to add a little bit of bumblebee color. I'm just giving it a stir. I haven't used this color in a little while. I'm just adding a little bit of distilled water. And the reason why we use the distilled water over regular tap water is our tap water do contain minerals and just other organic residue, whatever. The distilled water, when you add it to the chalk paste, it won't ever promote mold growth, whereas tap water, you could after a while. I haven't had it happen yet, and I've been with Chalk Couture for about a year and a half. And this is one of my original jars. And at first I was using the tap water, and then I switched over. But if you're not going to use your chalk paste quickly, I would suggest using the distilled, something like the white or the black. You probably go through it quickly enough. You'd probably be okay with the tap water. Just going to add a little bit of that bumblebee yellow onto the bumblebee itself. Scraping off the extra. Go. And my squeegee fell into my jar of paste, so I'm just going to grab another squeegee here, and I'm going to add the shimmer gold to the leaves again. So I'm just applying the paste. So Kelly, how's the weather down at your end? We're getting a couple of centimeters of snow tonight. Sometimes I wonder why I moved this far north. Because I love the outdoors, that's why. Alright, so there's some more of the shimmer gold. I'm just going to put that off to the side. And I'm going to go back into the bright white. Oh, you're going to get snow too? Oy oy. I'm glad we're not the only one. I don't mind sharing the snow. Some of our transfers are actually designed to have a little bit of voids into the design to give it that rustic charm look. So sometimes if you lift your transfer and it's not a perfect, clean design, sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it was designed to do just that. Because with chalking, everything is perfectly imperfect, just like most of us. All right, I think we're ready to completely pull it. That's always a sign that we're going to get one more drop of snow when you start putting all your winter stuff away. So yeah, I'm glad you didn't put it away, Kelly. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. Try to get it so you don't see the glare. What do you think? Now, I don't know if you're seeing it in reverse. I know I'm seeing a reversed image. I do have a little bit here that has blood underneath. So I'm going to use my detail tool. Thank you, Linnell. And I'm just going to clean up. It's got a very fine point here. So I'm just going to go in and use it as an eraser and just clean up any edges that might have a little bit of bleeding underneath. And it just helps get a nice, crisp, sharp line. And there, that's it. I love it. So now, just as is, this is semi-permanent. It'll take probably about 15-20 minutes to dry completely. I don't know if you can see the shimmer already. don't know if the camera's going to pick up all this shimmer. But once this is dry, you can dry dust it, and you don't need any special care except for just use a dry cloth. And even if you were to spray it with water, the spray won't remove the chalk. See, it's already dry. When it comes time to remove it, I'll show you another project, and I'll show you how to remove it once you're ready to change up a little bit. I'm just going to put that off to the side to dry, and then I'm going to show you how to clean your transfer. The shimmer are a little harder to clean than a regular chalk paste. You know, just like a little bit of glitter, they like to stick around a little bit. I'm just putting my spatulas and my squeegees in a little pot of water off to the side here. Thank you, Georgette. Thanks for watching. Hi, Shannon, how are you? What's the weather like where you are? Just putting away my chalk paste so that way they don't dry out on me. Hi Barb, thank you. Thank you for coming in tonight. How's Amber doing, Barb? Barb's puppy. She's a cute little fluff ball with a lot of attitude. And some way, somehow, she hurt herself a little bit. We don't like seeing our fur babies in pain. Sorry about having my arms reach across the screen here. All right, so onto the transfer. Is the laser helping, Barb? So all I'm spraying on here is just regular tap water. Nothing else. There's no soaps, no detergents in my spray bottle. And I'm just going to use the other side of my towel here. And I'm going to wipe off all that excess chalk. Now we do board erasers, and like True Me, I don't think I have any close at hand. Look in my caddy of goods here. I have to admit, I was relaxing on the couch until about 7 o'clock, and then I remembered I'm not ready for my live yet. Oh, good, 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 good. I'm so happy she's feeling a little better. I'm just going to get up and I'm going to go get a board eraser Makes cleaning a little bit easier with the shimmers. I'll be right back, sorry. Okay. So these are our board erasers, and that's how they come in a package of 2. And there's a little texture on one side and nice and smooth on the other. And I just like to cut them down. And again, there's no detergents on the board eraser. It's just the texture that does all the magic. Now you can definitely bring this over to your kitchen sink, run it under some running water, cool water. You don't want to use anything too warm. The adhesive on our transfers are water-based, so they are environmentally friendly in the manufacturing process. So you don't want to leave them wet for too long. Now I'm just going to do the back. Hi Mom, how are you? Catching me on another live. So on the back of the transfer, on the adhesive side, I'm just going over very, very lightly with the board eraser because I don't want to take any of that adhesive off again. And then I'm just going to use a little Lysol wipe. You can use any disinfecting wipe. You don't need to, but I find it just helps keep that adhesive refreshed. I'm just using this right on my work mat. And I'm going to clean off the front side. Now, as you can see, the Bumblebee Yellow did stain a little bit. That does not affect the performance of your transfer whatsoever. But the bright, bold, basic colors tend to stain a little bit more. So if you're a type of person that really likes to get creative and you want to create on your refrigerator door or your stove or your microwave, you just wouldn't want to use the big bold colors on a white fridge. Otherwise you will get some ghosting. And I'm just going in making sure that my silk screen itself doesn't have any chalk residue. Otherwise, the next time I go to use it, I won't have it nice, clean, crisp line. And like I said, by all means, you can just bring this over to the kitchen sink, laundry tub, the large surface, the larger transfers. Some people even just put it up into the shower wall and just use their shower head to clean it off. I'm just going to leave it up to dry, or you can just take that excess moisture off. Now you do want to wait for it to completely dry before reusing. Otherwise, that adhesive could be a little bit compromised from being wet for so long. And when you go to pull it off your next project, it could stick to your project. So you always want to make sure that your transfers are nice and dry in between each use. As you can see, still nice and sticky. And just line up that transfer backing. And you are ready for the next use. I just want to make sure that the transfer is nice and smooth and there's no air pockets. There, that's it. Isn't that easy? So now I'm going to show you how you can remove the design once you're done with it. Hi Sue, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Hi Pierrette, thank you for coming on. So I made this on a live a little while back, and this is from our board and base. How's everybody doing tonight? So this is our board and base. It's a double-sided surface. It's one of our reusable surfaces. They're amazing. So it's on there pretty good. I don't have a lot of nails, but it's pretty solid. It's pretty good. It's a nice. The chalk paste is amazing. So when it's time to recreate, you just want to spray it down with some regular tap water. Again, there's nothing in my spray bottle, just regular old tap water. And you can see, even just wetting it and giving it a light rub doesn't do a whole lot until you rub it a lot. So I'm going to use our handy dandy paste scraper. And I do have some shimmer paste on here. Then I'm going to take a regular board eraser. And guys, look at this. So easy. Just take your towel and wipe off your design. And again, you're ready for your next project. So that's what I love about this product, is the versatility of it. You can create something and have it hanging on your wall, just a dry dust, and it's there for years and years and years until you don't want it. And then all you got to do, wash it off and start over. You wouldn't want to try to reuse a lot of surfaces. Any raw wood products would stain quite a bit, but any of our Grayson boards, any of our boutique boards, our Chalkable chips, they're all reusable like that, and it's amazing. Our Sylvie boards, we have a gorgeous Aiden board, which is also magnetic, so you could hang it in the nice central part of your home or at your door. You can hang some magnetic hooks on it and use it as just your nice central board with a design that you can switch out per season. So if you liked what you've seen here, please join my VIP group, Chocolate Girl VIP, and watch more this week because I will be bringing some other projects to you. I'm going to do an inking project, and I'm going to show you how to make a t-shirt. So I hope you enjoyed what you've seen tonight, and if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as I can. And have yourself a great evening, and I thank you all for watching again. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.